Hi everyone, it's 9:30 in the morning and Misha is just down for her morning nap and I am kind of late for work, but I am going to try and get my hair to behave, although I don't think it will today. I just washed it and it just kind of lies there really flat. But I'm gonna really quickly show you how I did my makeup. And my friend Sanyukta from Jaipur has this amazing label called Tokri that I really love, and she's just sent me a bunch of stuff that I am so excited about and I can't wait until I get home to open it. So I'm gonna open it and then head to work, and I will see you later. Bye. Misha is down for her nap and I am going to use that time to really quickly tell you about a really basic skincare regime. Now, there's so much information out there about skincare regimes and all the steps that you need, and especially over the last couple of years, it's really easy to feel like if you're not doing like a 10-12 step routine that you're somehow missing out. That's not necessarily the case. You can have a really simple pared down skincare regime and still have really great skin. It's not about how many products you use, it's about the quality of products that you use, and it's about consistency. I would say that that's probably more important than anything else. This is a routine that you can use if you have dry, oily, sensitive combination skin. It's just about finding the products within this regime that works for you. So let's get started. The first step in any skincare regime needs to be the cleanser. Now, this is something that I imagine a lot of beauty brands don't really like to talk about, but the fact of the matter is, of all the other steps in your skincare regimen, it actually matters the least how much you spend on your cleanser. As long as it does the job, which is cleaning your skin without stripping it of moisture. That's essentially all a cleanser should really be doing for you. A cleanser spends maybe 2 minutes on your face. Most of it just ends up down the drain, and in those 2 minutes there's really not much that it can do for your skin. So a couple of things to keep in mind when you are choosing your cleanser. If you are above 25, please do me a favor and do not buy a foaming face wash. Foaming face washes foam because of something called sulfates. Now, sulfates are what you have in dishwashing liquid because the foam helps to strip all the dirt and oils away from the plates really quickly and wash away clean. Now, your skin is not a dirty dish. Try and think of your skin as a really delicate piece of tissue, which essentially it is. So you want to treat it really, really carefully. And that means not using anything that's really harsh, that's going to dry it out, and that's going to damage your skin's moisture barrier. So some quick recommendations for really gentle, really simple, fuss-free cleansers. Neutrogena makes a really good one called the Extra Gentle Cleanser, which is really, really good for your skin. Micellar waters feel like water, but they lift away all dirt and grime and makeup, and they are a really good option for if you have acne-prone skin or sensitive skin or dry skin or combination skin. They're just a really good option for all skin types. Bioderma Sensibio is probably the most popular and famous micellar water in the world, and it is a really, really good option. Garnier also makes a really great one. The next step is a toner. People tend to be on the fence a little bit about toners. Back in the day, toners were basically used to remove any last traces of grime or makeup that was on your skin. But now that most people have caught on to the whole double cleansing process of removing their makeup, you don't really need a toner to remove any last traces of anything, but they can actually be a really good way to sneak in some extra skincare ingredients into your routine. Toners tend to be really, really light and watery and really easily absorbed, so I really like having them around. I tend to switch them out depending on what I feel like my skin needs. Now, M.A.C makes a really fantastic toner. I know that when you think of M.A.C, you're really thinking about their makeup, but honestly, their skincare is so underrated. They make a really good vitamin C toner, which is really good for brightening the skin, and it's called the Lightful Softful Toner. No, that doesn't sound right. It's called the Lightful Softening Lotion. Now, I'm not going to say that it's going to get rid of all your dark spots in a week, but if you use it consistently over time, you'll notice that your dark spots do start to fade, and in general, your skin will start looking a little bit brighter and more radiant. Next up comes your serum. Now serums have gotten really popular over the last, I'd say maybe 10 years or so. When they first came onto the scene, people were just like, what exactly is it? What does it do? Do I really need it? If you're still on the fence about a serum, let me just tell you, get off the fence and get yourself a serum. Think of serums as skincare on steroids. They tend to feature smaller molecules and higher concentration of ingredients that can penetrate your skin a little easier than, say, a regular moisturizer could do. If I had to recommend just one serum for every single skin type out there, it's Estee Lauder's Advanced Night Repair. Now, I know that there's a lot of buzz being generated about Advanced Night Repair at the moment. You've probably heard of it. You may have seen the bottle. It's an iconic bottle. It's brown, and that's about all. It's just a brown bottle. The main ingredient is hyaluronic acid. Hyaluronic acid is essentially really good at delivering targeted moisture to the skin. I've been using it since I was in my mid-20s, and I honestly feel like using this consistently over the years has probably been one of the best things that I've ever done for my skin. Now, once you're done with washing your face, maybe putting on a little bit of toner, hopefully adding a serum to it, you then move on to your moisturizer. Now, moisturizers are really important for all skin types. Yes, even if you have oily skin. If there's one thing that I could go back in time and tell my teenage self about skin, it would be not to skip the moisturizer. So moisturizers can be super layered and sophisticated and feature a lot of other ingredients that do everything from tackle acne to aging to sensitivity to dryness, or they can be really simple, fuss-free, no-frills formulas that just make sure that your skin is hydrated and nothing else. And both are equally good for your skin. It just depends on what you want. Now, for no frills, really simple moisturizers, there are a couple of super options. The first one is Cetaphil. If you have acne or problem skin of any sort really, and you go to your dermatologist, there's a high chance that they will recommend Cetaphil to you, because it's just such a simple moisturizer that doesn't do anything other than just seal hydration into your skin. A really similar moisturizer is a cult classic. It's Clinique's Dramatically Different range. Now, there's a dramatically different lotion for drier skins, and there's a dramatically different gel for oily and more combination skin types. It's been around, I think, since the 60s or the 70s, and it's popular because it does exactly what a moisturizer is supposed to do. It doesn't promise anything more, it doesn't deliver anything more. It's a really simple, fuss-free moisturizer. And of course, I've talked about Estee Lauder's Revitalizing Supreme, which I just finished a little while ago. It's also just a really good, really effective brightening, anti-aging moisturizer that you can use at night as a night cream and in the morning after you finish all the rest of your steps. Sun damage is the #1 cause of aging. I don't know if you ever saw that picture that was making the rounds on the internet a couple of years ago. It was basically of this trucker who used to drive the same route from one end to the other every single day for something like 30 years, and one side of his face would always be facing the sun. You could see this clear difference from the left side to the right side of his face. So if you're serious about anti-aging, you've got to be serious about using sunscreen every single day. But it's not just aesthetic as well. Now, dermatologists will tell you that sun damage isn't what it used to be even 20 years ago. Because the ozone layer has thinned out in so many parts of the world, we are so much more susceptible to sun damage, which means it's so much more important to have sunscreen on at all times. Even if you work in an office that's indoors and you feel like you're not getting a lot of sun, it's still coming in through the glass windows, even in the winter. How do you take care of your skin, Misha? Misha gets 12 hours of sleep every night, and that's how she has plump and glowing skin. So as I was saying, sunscreen is super important. Of all the ones that I've tried, there are a couple of really fantastic ones that are minimal in terms of the greasiness and the white cast, and I'll talk about those later, just great sunscreens in general. But if you're looking for one that you can just go out and buy right now at your nearest pharmacy, it's Neutrogena's Ultra Sheer Dry Touch Sunblock. It features SPF 50. It's a little greasy, I'm not gonna lie. The way that I've learned to deal with the greasiness of sunscreens is I just add a little bit of like a mattifying powder or just regular setting powder on top of it. Just dust a little bit on, especially on the T-zone, places that you tend to get oily, you know. So that's a great 5-step regime that you can use that incorporates pretty much everything you need for really great, glowing, healthy skin. Be consistent with it and you will see results. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you soon. Bye.